Good morning. Good morning. Coach Micheal Burt. And yes, I'm in San Diego, California. Folks, what am I going to do with you California folks? Freezing cold, wind blowing. I tell you, if you live in California, you need a refund this month, guys. I was joking the other day saying you're paying a high tax and a lot of money, and you're getting this kind of weather. So, Coach Micheal Burt, I'm in San Diego, California this morning. I was in Arlington, Virginia yesterday. What's up, Daniel Hodges? So went Arlington, Virginia to San Diego, California this morning. I'm speaking to a group on the book Flip the Switch. Thank you to all the people who have purchased the book Flip the Switch. And if you're in the book club, 12:30 today, baby. 12:30, where I break that book down. Cynthia, I'm in San Diego, California. Good morning to you. And it's beautiful California weather here. Now, I've been digging back in. Obviously, as I'm teaching this book club, I've been digging into my book and rereading my book, Missy, and I've been breaking certain things down, and I've been reading another book at the same time called The Confident Mind, and it ties very nicely with my book on confidence. And at the end of the day, which path you take in a day comes down to one thing, man. And this is interesting. It comes down to one thing, Micah Burgess. It comes down to one single thought. One single thought. That single thought either takes you down a negative path, or it takes you, as I tell my 10-year-old daughter, it takes you to negative town. Or that single thought takes you to positive town. See, that single thought, right? Gloria, good morning. That single thought either says, man, it's going to be fun, loosens up the body. Beth Pendleton says it's going to be a great day. Or that single negative thought constricts the body, says it's going to be a tough day. Now, I come from a coaching background, and man, I can't tell you. I remember a time that we won our first 16 games of the season, Greg, and then we lost 7 games in a row. And there wasn't a positive thought in the whole group, right? And I kept telling myself, man, there's got to be a positive in this. There's got to be a positive in this. There's going to be something positive we can learn from this. There's got to be something we can learn from this. So really what I want to encourage you today, like I'm going to speak to this group this morning. Could be, man, I don't know these people. What if they don't like me? Fear of embarrassment. Or it could be, man, it's going to be a great day. These people are going to love it. They're going to love my southern accent. They're going to love pre-drive. It's going to change some people's lives in the room. Relaxes you, makes it fun, loosens you up. Every action you take is driven by your thoughts. Your thoughts are no wiser than your understandings. So, you got to ask yourself, have you been going to negative town lately? And if you have been going to negative town, it's because it all started with one single thought. Okay? So, I'm up early this morning at 6. It's 6 something here in California. I'm going to get a good breakfast. I'm going to get a good workout in, Mark. I'm going to get my pre-drive activated. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to give these folks a performance they ain't never going to forget. And it's not going to be just a performance. It's going to be something that will move and change their life, because they're going to learn how to do something today that they may not know how to do, which is initiate and activate a drive inside of them. Okay? That's what they're going to learn today. And it's going to be game-changing for them. And it's going to be game-changing for me. Right? It ain't going to be a game changer. It's going to be a life changer. Now, look at that thought. One thought. Yesterday was a long day. Started in Virginia, Tish. Flew all the way to California, 5.5 hours. Flying back to Nashville tonight, coming down to Florida for a couples retreat tomorrow, right? It's just movement and energy and circulation. And I got to believe, Kelly, that good things are going to happen. Money follows energy, money follows circulation, money follows movement. Got to believe something good's going to happen, and you don't need more money, you need more people. And we got some big people here. So let's have a great day today. If you're in that book club, 12:30, every Wednesday at 12:30, book club, Flip the Switch, breakdown. If you bought the book and you're not in the book club, mark at coachburt.com. And then when you're looking at other things we're doing, I'm headed to a couples retreat this weekend. I got the Micheal Burt School of Speaking coming up, coaching and writing. Okay, we got all kinds of cool things. Activate March 15th. It's going to be a good day, man. You guys have a great day. Love you. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things. I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion.
You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy. They're going to raise capital. They're going to start new businesses. There's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate.
Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no?
When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came.
And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I observed it by watching this woman named Mickey Vincent. And so at 6 years old, she would teach me everything. She would coach me. And then she said to me one day this: one of these days when you grow up, you're going to be a great coach. At 6 years old, she saw that in me. How many of you see the talents in your children right now? And you can see those talents. And with the right coaching and the right mentorship and the right discipline, that those talents can manifest and they can go help lots of people. See, you can see talents in other people, but many times you can't see it in yourself. So I had this big revelation. The revelation is, man, everybody needs a good coach in their life, because a good coach can change your life. So first, you have a big revelation. How many of you had a sudden dramatic moment when you made a decision to pick up the phone, to take action, to get on the program at Optavia? How many of you had that moment? Just look around the room. I was in Mexico speaking at a major conference. I had so much confidence on stage. Confidence is a memory of success. It's an internal knowing that you can create or manifest what you see in your mind. It is a memory of success. I had so much confidence on stage, but I walked off stage and they said, hey, come out by the pool. And we were in Mexico, and I looked at my wife and I said, I don't feel confident about my body. And one guy had been following up with me for 2 years, touching base and following up and messaging me. And he was right there in my life. And he just kept encouraging me and kept supporting me, and he kept believing in me. And that one guy was Doug Wood. And I picked up the phone that day and I called Doug Wood and I said, put me on the plan, put me on the program, because I'm going pro in my health. Revelation. Everybody see that? Sudden, dramatic moment. From the moment, guess what you do? You have a conviction. How many of you can feel my conviction? See, you may think conviction is passion. Conviction is a deep-seated belief in something. It is deep in your core. See, this is why it's very important when you're sharing your Optavia story. If you've had the revelation, if the program has transformed your life, then you should have a deep conviction to go help other people. Yes or no? Yes. See, you shouldn't be afraid to talk about it. You shouldn't be scared of what other people are going to say. You should have a deep, deep conviction that it is to their benefit to take action with you. It is to their benefit to take action. Because of the conviction, now guess what I'm willing to do? Whatever it takes. See, amateurs listen to their feelings. Professionals do not listen to their feelings. One morning I woke up and I told my wife, I don't feel like motivating people today. Guys, I've been doing this 30 years. I started at 15 years old. I am 45 years old. For 30 years, I've been coaching people. I don't always feel like doing something. And I woke up and I rolled over at 5:30 in the morning. I said, sweetheart, I don't feel like doing this today. And she rolled over and looked at me and said, then watch one of your videos. And I'm like, thank you, thank you.
But here's the funny thing. I did watch one of my videos, and guess what happened? I motivated my own self. Because you watch my video. How many of you watch my videos in the morning? Raise your hand if you watch my videos. Just look around the room. Let me let you in on a little secret. I ain't doing those for you. I'm doing them for me. Especially when I had a bad attitude one morning, I said how to change a bad attitude to a good attitude. It's because I had a bad attitude that morning. And attitude is a posture of the body represented by a physical state. And I said, man, I'm changing my bad attitude to a good attitude. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to go on Facebook right now and I'm going to teach people how to have a good attitude. I'm going to show them how to do it by getting on Facebook and telling myself, and I'm going to help you while I'm helping me. I got a deep conviction. Because I have a deep conviction, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. When I show you the habits of a pro today, the pros focus on their business every day, not every now and then. If you really have, I'm going to ask you a very serious question. If you really have a conviction about this plan, this program, this system, this habits of health, why would you do it every now and then? Why would you do it when you feel like it? Why wouldn't you go the distance to see something through to its logical conclusion? Why wouldn't you go all the way versus part of the way? You see, I want to show you a word that I've been using lately called remarkably bold. See, this is the definition of boldness. Fearless, brave, valiant. Remarkable is striking, worthy of attention.